Yo, what is going on? Today we got a Togekiss deck here that I am enjoying a ton. I have been playing a lot in ladders with this and I've been doing pretty well with it. So you can see here we have three Togekiss VMAXs. What I love about this Pokemon is you can basically pick any two cards that you would need. So you can kind of predict and plan for what you think is going to happen the following turn. Now, we do also use two copies of Zacian V just because with the Intrepid Sword, it can really help early on in the game. That's about the only time I use it. Now, if we do have a chance, like if we Intrepid Sword and have a chance to like knock out a Pokemon early on, we will go ahead and attach that and try to do so. Or late game, it could help, especially pairing with the one Raihan copy in the deck. So you can see here, and you might be like, what? Path to the Peak using Zacian? But like I said, that's an explanation for it. I use it early on. Also use it to try to help set uh, my opponent's Pokemon. Obviously, Zacian is just a small part of the deck here. The main part of the deck is the Togekiss VMAX. So Path to the Peak we love versus decks like Mew. Um, Obviously, trying to shut that off the Genesect obviously will make it a lot easier for us to try to win the game. Now, also taking a look here, it is a basically like a small type heal deck. You see I got three copies of the new Cook card. It does heal 70 damage. We do have one copy of the Pokemon Center Lady. Not only does it heal 60 damage, but it will heal all special conditions. So just in case you're poisoned and you're locked with the Galar Mine, throw that on him. Obviously get rid of that, and then you can heal up with the Lucky Ice Pops or the good old Moomoo Cheese. We also do have four copies of Pokégear, obviously trying to prevent from bricking. Obviously grab some of these supporter cards that we have. We have four copies of Professor's Research. We do have one copy of Leon, just in case we need a little bit of extra damage later on in the game. And then from there, we do use four of the Adventures Discoveries. I really like this card. See, we're not even using any Quick Balls, and no Evolution Intensives. We're able to just grab three Pokemon Vs of any type here. So we can grab the Togekiss V, we can grab the Zacian V, and then we can grab Togekiss VMAX even if we need it. So aside from that, we do use some Avery's, just two copies. One, because we get three extra cards, and two, because we can limit our opponent's bench. So like basically like a Suicune or a Mew deck, this will force them to discard some Pokemon, which obviously will go in our favor. Now we do use some Tool Scrapper mainly in case we face any Capes or Big Charm decks because we want to get rid of that because our Togekiss does do such little damage, only 120. We obviously want to only have to put the least amount of hit points as possible. Now we also do have two escape ropes, mainly if Zacian is in the active, or even one copy Fan of Waves, just like if we're facing like a single strike deck or even like a Mew deck where they have Melioda, we want to have Fan of Waves, obviously try to prevent them from being able to do a lot of damage to us. So yeah, oh yeah, we do have two copies of Big Charm as well, obviously just to beef up, make it 340, or even if we have Zacian out there, make it 250. And then pretty standard the rest of the way. We got 9 mental energy, only 2 powerful energy. We don't really need it that much, but mainly just to bump it up a little bit. Gives some max with the energy, and if I use one of these Leons, or my Leon, that'll make it 170, so potential to two-shot of VMAX, which obviously can come in handy. The main purpose, it's only got 2 energies, so if we can set up quickly, there's a good chance that we can play some damage before our opponent even gets a VMAX into play. So yeah, that is my Togekiss VMAX heal deck. Like I said, having tons of fun with it. Let's go ahead and get into action. All right, so we won the coin flip in game number 1 here. So this game actually I recorded beforehand. I'm just commentating over it. It just worked out best that way for me today. Also can kind of give my insight afterwards. And if I remember right, this is against a Urshifu deck. No, it's a Urshifu Zorora box. So Zorora is lightning, and obviously lightning is Togekiss's weakness. So we definitely wanted to show a matchup versus somebody that is a weakness of Togekiss. So here we did go first, like I said. We went ahead and attached an energy right to Togekiss, and then turn 2 we actually can evolve the Togekiss. So if we top deck an energy, or possibly Avery, or even Adventure Discovery to get more Pokemon out there, one or the other is the right move. Opponent's going to go ahead and keep calling. They're going to go ahead and bring out more Pokies, Remoraid, and 2 Zororas. So I'm a little shaky here. I know he can't donk me next turn because one, they don't have energies out, and two, um, I'm gonna be able to evolve into the VMAX. So I did try to Avery to just limit the bench space, make him get rid of either like a Passimian, Urshifu, or maybe one of those Auroras, and hopefully get an energy. But I did not get an energy, so we're not going to knock anybody out yet. But I believe the opponent is going to take their sweet, sweet time deciding who to get rid of. Because as you can tell, it's been like 30 seconds and we're still waiting. There we go. They got rid of the Passimian and the Urshifu. They wanted to keep the weakness on the board. Now, we obviously are going to evolve the Togekiss and then hopefully be able to attack next turn if we get an energy top deck. I believe I want to do the Pokégear to see if we get. I was hoping for like a research because we could have just cleared the hand and get an energy. Unfortunately, that did not work out, but we did want to get the Sobble out of the active spot so they can't keep call again, and that way they can't get more Pokemon out there. Um, Now, they may have a Marnie in hand. A Marnie could be pretty good for me too. Basically, at this point, seeing I can max glide, I want to get a um, another energy ASAP because then we can just go ahead and work and slowly get other Pokemon ready to roll. Let's see what they do here. All right, so all right, they got the Zorora. They still are 2 turns away from being able to attack with the Zorora, so that's definitely good. So I'll be able to lay some damage if I get an energy. They do go ahead and Drizzile here. I'm assuming or thinking Marnie, or they may already have a supporter card in hand, so there may not be anything else for me to really for them to really do here besides grab something that they need, and they did. So they went ahead and grabbed an energy, but it seems that they grabbed an energy search makes me seem that they don't have any supporters in hand because they would have grabbed something they could use that turn, not to grab something for the following turn. But we did top deck an energy, so that's great. We can go ahead and adventure discovery, get a Zacian out there, and get another Togekiss ready for the following turn. There we go. Let's put those Pokemon on the bench, and we're going to lay 140 damage. And then from there, we can go ahead and kill them the following turn. One thing here is obviously I only have one Leon, so the max I can do with one turn is 170. It does work pretty decent with some VMAXs. Obviously, if I can work it out that way, but I mean, as of right now, um, I mean, we're just facing V's, so we're gonna be able to um, one shot them anyways. Yeah, we're basically waiting for them to attach the energy, and they just need a way to get that Zorora out of the active spot. Now, I think because I want to keep the Zacian into play here because it can do a lot of damage. It could potentially one-shot as Aurora, so that's good. Also, can help with being able to one-shot a uh, an Urshifu when that comes up. So yeah, they're gonna go ahead and lay some good damage. Now they're not gonna be able to do anything besides just knock out the active. They're not gonna be able to get anything else on me because they didn't use a rapid strike move previously. And basically from here, they're gonna knock him out, and then I'll go ahead and I can either I don't recall what I did. I could either boss the Aurora and knock him out, or try to get rid of this Aurora because it's the only thing with energy attached to it. I know for certain I'm going to go ahead, yeah, and put an energy on the Zacian, and then from here I kind of have a decision to make. Okay, and I do go ahead and Avery. Now, I believe I did the Avery here because I want to get the Zacian out of off their bench. I mean, I know it is a free prize, but this way they have no big attacker besides this Aurora on the board. So it's going to be at least 2 to 3 turns before they can even attack me. So I think that just bought me a little bit of time, and I'm able to go ahead and attack this Aurora. And we put 140 on him. We're going to go ahead and search for even more cards because that's what we do with the Max Glide. And from there, I think I just look for. Yeah, I don't need the Scrapper because I'm going to knock them out. Fan of Waves would be huge because I'm figuring they're going to put somebody else on the bench. Big Charm also. I looked and I seen I had healing in my hand, so I don't need to really grab much healing because I have at least 90 that can be done, that can be healed, so nobody's going to knock me out in 2 turns. So they went ahead and evolved into Octillery. I feel like they're going to grab another attacker, maybe see an Urshifu so they can kind of try to do bench damage as well. Obviously, they can't just let me set up this Zacian because I'm going to one-shot anything on the board at the moment with it. So yeah, they do go ahead and attach an energy to him. They go ahead and ping my Togekiss. They are going to do 200 more damage to me, but then I'll knock them out. I think I have enough healing in my hand as well that I'm not going to have to worry about getting knocked out by the Urshifu either, because I got resistance to fighting. So Urshifu decks, especially Rapid Strike, aren't very good matchups for the Togekiss. So I even top decked a Moomoo Cheese, so that's good stuff. That's even more healing I'm going to do. From there, we got our Zacian ready to go in the following turn. Go ahead and attach Lucky Ice Pop them. Get a few in there in. Let's go ahead and Moomoo Cheese. I love the Moomoo Cheese, man. Good stuff. All right, we did flip tails, but then we go ahead and cook, and then we knock them out. So they can't knock me out with the Ursh for the following turn. They are gonna basically, they have to wait basically 2 turns to attack. Otherwise, if they have a stadium, they could lay 150 damage to my Togekiss, but we'll see what they decide to do. The reason also why I like the Togekiss is because um, with the no retreat, I can just back into the Zacian if I need to, and I like having that a lot. So yeah, they have the stadium in hand. They go ahead and dig for that energy. They're going to go ahead and swap and lay some damage on me. Oh, they actually did go ahead and Raihan. Let's see though. I feel like the smart play here would be to Gale Thrust, take 120 or 230 damage, and then potentially, oh, they could potentially knock me out maybe. But the thing is, I got so much healing power in this deck. Obviously, we got 4 Moomoo Cheese, we got 4 Ice Pops, and we got 3 Cooks and a uh, Pokemon Center lady, girl thing. But yeah, we got a lot of healing potential with this deck. I thought about just having like Cheryl's, but then I have to try to mix in Bronzongs, and I got to worry about the Bronzongs getting sniped from the Urshifus, and that just does not go well. There's a little bit of tweaks I still may end up doing with this deck, like maybe adding an extra power energy, or maybe another Zacian and taking away a Togekiss. Not sure yet. We'll see. But like you can see here, we can go ahead and heal up as much as possible. I believe I just want to cook him as well. And then we're basically going to back out and lay 230 damage with the Zacian. And then there is a small chance that our opponent could knock out the Zacian this next turn, but they're going to need some sort of like switch or escape rope. Well, the escape rope wouldn't help them, but like a switch and an energy would do the job. Otherwise, I'm not really certain what else they might do here. Okay, they go ahead and ping me with that good old Inteleon with the 20 damage counters, and then from there we're just mainly waiting, just trying to see what they do. Okay, and they attach the Inteleon. They do take the KO with the Inteleon. Me knowing, as long as they don't have a Marnie in hand, I'm going to KO that Urshifu this turn, because obviously we have a boss in hand. So let's see what they do here. Okay, they go ahead and put a balloon on Crobat. They search for a balloon, kind of crazy in my opinion, but so we're going to go ahead and just boss that Urshifu and just take the prize lead here. We're going to go down to 1. Basically going to win the following turn as long as we have a our other boss, and we didn't prize the boss, we'll be all right. So yeah, we go ahead and do 160 damage and then take that other boss. We basically have checkmate right now with, like, regardless of whoever they have based upon the board right now. Even if they just promote the Crobat and leave it like that, I can go ahead and Leon, and we're doing 190, and we're going to knock them out. So let's go ahead and see what they do here. Okay, so it does look like they're going to keep the Inteleon there. They can retreat still with the Tower of Waters. But I think it's pretty much over. And yep, they went ahead and tapped. Let's go on and get into the next game. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and go first here, and we got a Togekiss and a Zacian, so that is good stuff. And they had to go ahead and mulligans. We're gonna at least get an extra card here, maybe two. Okay, just one card. Looks like we are facing a Mew deck, also pretty much the best deck in format right now. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and throw an energy on the Togekiss. Go ahead and Intrepid Sword, and we got exactly what we wanted here. We got another Togekiss, and we got a Patch to the Peak, and we also do have an energy and Togekiss in hand, so things are looking good. We also do have a option with Avery just in case we need to do it. We'll kind of see here. We have a really good hand. I'm just hoping they don't Marnie me, because if they Marnie me, that would be no bueno. Okay, they get tails on the Cramomatic, and they go ahead and pin us there with the boss orders. That is unfortunate stuff. I think I'm kind of just assuming that they may go ahead and kill Zacian in 2 turns, but we do have a pass to the peak to lie down, so that's definitely good for us. I have 2 escape ropes in this deck, but I usually don't get trapped like this that often. Even if I do, if they do go ahead 2 prizes, they still have to kill 2 Togekisses, and that's super hard to do with all the healing. So they did get a Meliodas as well. They got a full bench in their first turn, and then they go ahead and end it by laying an energy down. And then us here, we're obviously going to 1, we're going to evolve. And then 2, we're going to go ahead and stick an energy on the Togekiss. I'm thinking, like, do I want to pass the peak? Do I don't? But we do, because if we let Mew get um, even more cards into play, we're gonna, we're gonna have some issues. Now, I think he sends me an emote here, an emoji or whatever. But I'm not really that mad about it because the point of this deck, we don't really rely on Zacian or the Intrepid Sword, so I'm kind of just, I'm kind of just letting him take this Zacian, like I'm hanging it out there. I'm just kind of sacrificing the Zacian, and hopefully, hopefully he takes him sooner rather than later. It does have the Elisa Sparkle. They're going to get more energy into play. They got 4 energies into play. If they have a Mew VMAX, they are going to easily KO Zacian. They do not, but they did go ahead and hit a Psychic Leap with that Vitality Band, so they could do hit me for 80. Now, I think I kind of think I better put energy on the Zacian, and then from there I can research it away after healing, because we want to try to get him out of the active as quickly as possible. But our Lucky Ice Pop got lucky, went ahead and healed 80 damage. Okay, we passed it back. I see why I did that. It's just because I make sure I have the energy that I need, and they don't really have much aside from that. So they do go ahead and boss him out. I don't know if they've seen whether or not the Togekiss has no retreat, but I'm just thinking they didn't want the Zacian to get powered up, maybe because they know the Zacian can one shot them, but they're still 2 turns away. So, but yeah, we should stick an energy on them, a little Moomoo Cheese action, and then see if we get a Cook or something here. We did not, so I should just leave everything or get rid of Adventurous Discovery in the discard, which I do that. So we're gonna get a fresh hand, which is awesome, and then I should Moomoo Cheese again, heal him down a little bit, back him on out into the Togekiss, and then we go ahead and max Glide. I didn't lay the Big Charm because, one, they don't have a VMAX out there yet, and they only have 1 card in hand. That way I can kind of just wait to see who I need to attach it to, because I might want to attach it to my bench Togekiss, just in order to beef him up a little bit, because he does have 50 damage. Let's see what they get here. They're thinking, they're thinking, they're thinking. They got a Crabomatic with an item card in hand. Let's see what they draw. They did flip a heads, which means he can draw any card in deck. It is unfortunate for me. Don't remember what they grabbed. Okay, they grabbed the Stadium for the Rose Tower. They have the Genesect. Very, very smart. play on this dude Iggy's on this dude Iggy here. But let's see what else does. Rotom phone into the Genesect. They really need a Mew here. They got another Genesect, so he's going to be able to refresh everything this turn, and then I will be able to get a path to the peak and play next turn, so that's good for down the road. But I mean, as of right now, it's not looking good. They could one-shot KO this Togekiss if they really wanted to, and then oh man, this could get ugly. This could get ugly fast. I wonder what the. I mean, they could easily lay 280 with the Melioda, but I don't remember exactly if they had um, used the tablet or not. Okay, they're just going to take the KO. That was smart. They had the boss in hand. Going to get a little bit tricky here to try to pull this one out. I feel like they wasted the power tablet because they could have just. Because they're going to need two. They would have to use the Melioda attack. They did, so they're going to do 310. 320 with the Vitality Band. I'm not certain why they did that. They could have just kept the power tablet for a different turn, but it feels like a lot of players like overuse power tablets when they don't need to. Like they can hang on to them for future turns. Alright, so we path to the peak it here. Stick that old Big Charm on that bad boy Togekiss. And I need to buy a little bit of time. Because I can't one-shot him unless I had my Leon. I don't have my Leon. So we kind of want to get him out of the active. And we don't want to give him a chance to hit us with that Melioda move. So we went ahead and bossed him, KO'd him. So now all we really got to worry about is maximum is 210 plus Vitality Band, so 220. And then if they have any sort uh, of power tablets. But they have used a couple and wasted a couple, so they may not have that many left. All right, let's see what we get here. One old metal energy, just what the doctor ordered. Not. All right, so they got Mew. Mew is going to lay 210. Okay, looks like they're going for Zacian. They're trying to just get rid of the prizes here. They're going to Chromatic again. I hate Chromatic when they flip heads. If not, I'm good. Okay, so they got the Rotom phone. I think they might be setting themselves up for later turns. Okay, Cross Fusion Strike is going to go ahead and should do 210. I mean, yeah, Techno Blast 210. Oh, they could have knocked me out if they used the other Mew, and then I wouldn't even be able to knock them out that turn even. I want to get these cards into my hand so they're out of my deck. Thin it down a little bit, you know. And then go ahead and Brave Blade, lay 230, save that Lucky Ice Pop for later. I mean, it's getting down to it. I mean, with this game, it's a long game and it's a battle because they're so close to knocking my guys out, but then I'm also saving my healing power for my last Pokemon, so it's gonna be really really hard for him to one shot me. Um, it's basically just like kind of like a waiting point at this game. I think he's going to Psychic Leap back into the deck because yeah, he's gonna Psychic Leap and then gonna bring in. What are they gonna put forward? Probably the other Mew that has no damage counters on it. So when looking at my hand here, I'm thinking in my head Escape Rope because we want to bring somebody, maybe one he'll mess up and you'll bring in the Mew VMAX. Otherwise, we got two other Pokemons that I can try to get some damage counters on. Okay, so we go ahead and get a Genesect there, which is awesome because okay, we saved the Leon for later. Put some yeah, there we go. Put some healing. Get the energy on. We're going to do 160. So not too shabby with the Togekiss laying 160 down. Um, but I mean, we still want to grab a Leon and some more healing. So basically, I can do 190 right now. So with one of these other Mews, um, we can do a lot of damage. Like the other Mew, the one on the left, I could KO him and then the other one I could make it so it's a 2-shot. I don't think they have any sort of Fusion Strike energy left though, so I think they were just burning the Elisa Spark. Oh, they did. Oh yeah, they Psychic Leap back into the deck. So they are trying to burn stuff out here. They had a switch, and I'm thinking, oh man, this is almost over. But we do have 2 Lucky Ice Pops and a Cook in hand, so we can get a lot of damage healed up here, potentially. So we just let the Lucky Ice Pop go to work at this point. You can see we're flipping the heads. This is just a fun game of heads here with the Lucky Ice Pop, man. We just healed like 80 damage or something like that. So I think we're close to 100 damage now. But we're just with the pop itself. We're still going. We're still going. Keep on flipping those heads, baby. All right, so we ended up healing 150 and then 70, 220 we just healed on this Togekiss. Insane. So we lay 160. Now that Mew is 1-shot as well. Basically, both the Mews are 1-shot, so he's either going to have to take the loss for prizes or just Psychic Leap back into the deck. And we are both getting down there in cards, so I'm going to be a little bit more cautious with what I grab. I don't remember exactly what he does, but he might Psychic Leap here. Yeah, I feel like a Psychic Leap is coming. Has to be, has to be. Yep, I knew it. So we are going to heal 70 with the Togekiss, and they go ahead and bring forth that Genesect. So we are going to chip away a little bit here, get 2 prizes, and then all we have to do is KO a Mew, and it'll be GG's in the chat, man. We just got so much healing power coming that we should be all right. We're going to grab both Moomoos. Come join the party in the hand. Let's go. There we go. So we can at least heal 120. We do have a boss as well and a Lucky Ice Pop. It is looking pretty. Alright, so they got another Mew back there. Unfortunate. They're probably going to Psychic Leap again. This was a heck of a game. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Mew VMAX. What you got up your sleeve? I think they're deciding if they want to leap or if they want to just because we can only do one. We can do 160, so we can kill them. I'm not sure if they don't have the math down. I don't think they. I think this is where I win. Yeah, they have Techno Blast because they don't have an energy in hand, so they would have to top deck it. And right here, we're going to win the game with the Togekiss Heal deck. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this deck. Like always, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm out. Peace.